on fire. A helicopter heading this way. Yeah, they're going to be ripping off the roof. Stacks. Which way you want to go, dog? So, stacks. 7 years ago. Same date. Same time of year. Actually, it's cooler out, believe it or not. 14 years ago than it was 14 years ago. Believe it or not, it was stifling. Like, it feels like 105 and it feels like 95, so slightly improvement. I'm not complaining about it. Even now, in the evening, lower humidity is still hot, but it gets worse. This place was officially moved into. Last minute, unplanned bullshit. One of the worst planned things that I wasn't involved with it. I didn't want to fucking come here. I had a future. I had a job. I had a lot of shit. Would have made it. People telling me, would have made it. Would have lasted a couple of years where I was. Better than where I was here. Unemployment, all this other bullshit. Finding some bullshit other thing. Dealing with horrible people down here. The only things I did do well is that we got the opportunity to learn how to tow truck, so we're like pro at that shit. And we had like 9,000 different cars, so we're pro at driving anything, any kind of transmission, anything, size vehicle, and just pro driving piece of shit cars. Oh, there's a blue jay. Interesting. There's cardinals over here too. Blue jays used to die in my yard. The cats used to eat them. And blue jays would eat the dog food. They would actually, not really bring a dog, but still condo land. Yeah, they used to eat the dog's food. Yeah, what a nightmare this place is. Someone wanted it though, it wasn't me. Bad choice. People who are on another state of mind, and this is what you get. Oh well, there's a nice, let's get a nice sunset 14 years ago. Something. What's that? Another birdie? I think still leaking. A lot of things have changed. Some things have not. So it's time to bail on this whole state. 14 years done. Is that a little mourning dove or a mockingbird? I think it's a mockingbird. Mine doesn't come around anymore. I think they got poisoned and died. Anyway, with the help of you all on this junkie channel, in all those years, I broke 100 grand. You could do it too. Anyone can. So I can officially say it. And who knows? Maybe I'll still post garbage when I got my 49 views, my 56 views, and my 20 views, and my 34. I'll still, because it's broken. Nobody sees it or no one cares. What people watch nonsense. People picking their nose and it'll get like 3.4 million views. I don't know. Maybe it's this idiocracy and maybe nobody just sees it. Maybe nobody cares. But I don't, I get what I get. If I help someone out, and that's all that matters. And if I piss someone off, that's all the better too, because those people are weak-minded. So that's pretty cool too. We were pretty broke 14 years ago, and so I had about $300, I think. That's all I had. $300. Spent most of my money on a gas tank. I think I had $1,000, but I spent $700 on the gas tank, and I had like $300. Had to come to this place. This fixing place that I didn't even own. I'll never do it again. Anyway, my advice to someone who doesn't even own anything, maybe they own this trash found Game Boy I own. Besides that, really nothing. if you own something, use it to your advantage. And if you ever need to get rid of it, except if it's condo land, because condo land is poison. But if it's like a regular residence or some kind of residence that people might want in an area which you might no longer like, but other people always go there, you keep it, you own it, and you rent it for life. And then you always have that income source. You pay peanuts for it, or you got it for free, maybe like inherited the shit. You rent it. You don't sell it and cash out. You can do that later on. But for the time being, you rent it. So, you don't have to live there. You can live across the country. You can live in another country. You can live in another country. You can live in another galaxy. And you'll be collecting. And you always have that property. That property that keeps getting more scarce and more expensive in America. Especially if it's a property, even if it's high taxed or whatever, who the hell cares? It's a write-off for your renting. So you keep that shit. So that's my advice from someone, again, who owns nothing except for this Game Boy that I found in the trash. Yeah, we learned about trash picking too. A quick story: there was a guy who used to, the guy who used to come around in the old country, and he used to come around and pick all my metal out. I was going, what is this guy doing? What? And the whole video doesn't even show up. But what is this guy doing? What is this guy even doing? So he used to pick out all my stuff, and I was kind of like, you got a whole truck full of stuff, and every week he came around and picking through my trash, and I was like giving him stuff, and I kind of like almost turned into that guy on a small scale. Where's the other old videos? No, it doesn't even show up. YouTube sucks, man. Everything old doesn't even show up. Just gonna show you my blurry ass. Oh, there it is, right there in my old house when the truck was not destroyed 14 years ago. It was not destroyed. Yeah, my old driveway and shit, and car tent, and cool fence which people ripped down. That was a cool fence the way it was built. Guy ripped it all down. There it is, right there. Could I have a 2 seconds? All I have left in memories. Got no pictures of that place. Got no videos. Fucking nothing. Just bailed and went. Shitty trailer we had, a car and a tent. That was the story of this 3-second thing over here. That was pretty much my little work area over here. The truck was nice and clean, and there you go. It wasn't all rammed into and fucked up like it is now. But that's another story. That was pretty much it, and it's sad. So, the other thing, I will show you the old black thing, I don't know. That was the last day I also saw that vehicle, which is very strange. It was very strange. Maybe I don't have it on here. I don't know, it was an old black one. Every time I see a black square body, I get sad. But there was the old truck, and I don't have anything of it. Maybe story time. But last time I saw that thing was the seconds before I left. That was the sign. He used to follow me all the time in Whitey, either in front or back. That was a truck before Whitey. Yeah. We had those too. A bunch of those got shit. Yeah. We did learn about cars. We learned about tow trucks and shit. And I feel like getting one. That was me driving around, getting one, and profiting. Might as well reward yourself with something. Oh, my old bicycle, all that shit we had. A lot of stuff came and went. Oh, my windshield wiper. That was 10 years ago. Wow. A lot of stuff. That was 8 years ago. Wow, I was thinking to change my hoses again. Those hoses are shot. I'm going to work on that like this week. Fix something. Yeah, the truck got destroyed though. I'm happy it's still around though. It didn't get flooded from the last storm, but pretty much got destroyed, and I didn't destroy it. I tried my best. I tried everything, keeping it going. I made it here. Oh, someone was doubting it, I'll tell you that, and it was not me. Somebody was doubting it the whole way. Doubting it. because it's just that kind of personality. And I said the truck is fine. I did not drive the truck here. I drove the black car. The truck was in front of me. Someone else was driving it. Doubting it, but it made it just fine. And it had a bad distributor cap and rotor. About 2 days later, it was missing and popping. It was cooked because I had a used rotor on it, and I totally forgot. So I couldn't even afford a proper distributor cap rotor for it. I couldn't afford it. That's right, like dollars. Couldn't afford it because I just bought a $700 gas tank for it. That's why the truck didn't want to come here. The truck broke, started pissing out fuel a week before. That was a sign right there. And that's why I love Beater Suburban. It reminds me of the truck because it was leaking gas and everything else when I saw that thing right there. Yeah. But yeah, bad shit. Had all Impala wheels and shit in the old house. Sold them all. I have garbage ones now. Everything I did. Yeah, Peterbilt wrecker. That's what we need, man. Peterbilt wrecker. Make some money with that thing, man. Do your own shit on your own time, and there you go. I say buy your toenails 11 months ago. They're getting cheaper. That's a Century one right there. I want a Century body on it. That would be my favorite. Century's the shit. Never had a Century. I think they're the best made in Tennessee. Yeah, they're scrolling their old shit. Oh, look, a year ago, I still didn't change my lines. We're going to do them soon, though. Yep, May 15th. What a nightmare. And if you don't want to be involved with going someplace where someone else is, possibly as someone who is young, like myself was at the time, not too bad out here actually, with hotter, definitely hotter 15 years ago. At this time, definitely was hotter. It was raining and stuff, like downpouring. It definitely was hotter. It was like 100. Feels like now it's like 86. Not bad. Even the humidity is lower. See the humidity? It's low. Use like 90% humidity is bad. 50% is not bad. Even when it's 90. But if you don't want to do this like I was, I didn't really have an opportunity to work during high school. I went to a boarding school because I was stupid. And then what the hell? Minimum wage shit. I wasn't doing a side hustle until the very, very end. And I was doing a side hustle, and I was like, wow, side hustle's the shit. Would have done this longer, would have had something. And I was fixing things that were not mine. I was not getting reimbursed for it. I didn't really care. I just wanted to go fix stuff because I couldn't stand things being broken. Fixing a house, fixing vehicles that were not mine, and nobody cared. So I blew thousands of dollars on stuff that was not even mine, and I was poor. And I learned that 14 years ago. It was very, very sad. They said I have to give this up and I can't do this anymore. And as you see, as my content keeps on degrading, I really don't do much. I only do stuff on things I actually own. So, that's the sad part. Because when people gotta just stir their shit, and it's bad. Because you don't have to be like that. You don't gotta be a piece of crap. Don't be a piece of crap. Be someone who's helpful. And, helpful to people, try to be, and respectful, even if you once want to be miserable. Anything good free? No. Oh, cast aluminum table, no way. Free? How heavy is this thing? I would get that. I would get that thing. It's far away, though. Oh, they got the feet in the picture, too. I want to be a junker, man. Get everything free I can. Just junk it. Look, so scrap, junk it. Refrigerator, junk it. Junk it. You see what I mean? Junk it. They're throwing out a trailer too? Oh my god. Junk it. Seriously? Junk it. CRTs. Oh my god, is that a Sony? Sanyo? I don't know. But yeah. Make things happen your own way. In your own way that makes you happy, because if you don't, junk it. Because if you don't, you're just going to go insane in life. And if you do things that everyone else is doing, you're probably going to fail. Yeah. What an unplanned bullshit. You should have seen the way, too. The truck was loaded, the moving truck, just like in April. Oh my god, I was arguing that you shouldn't have loaded this way, and the other person was just getting in my face, so I said, okay, you know what, just do it that way. Do it that way then. If you think it's best, just do it. Sure enough, everything got knocked over and everything. They were putting shit on the walls. They were packing the truck side to side instead of front to back. You pack a truck front to back, because then it doesn't shift. Tight. Front to back, front to back, front to back, tight. They were doing walls, like sides. What's going to happen the first time you make a turn? Thing's going to avalanche. This way, you have a big wall of shit. But this probably happened. I don't know. Can't fix stupid. So, you know, oh man, this thing, you know, sometimes I'm at a point where I just shush up and I let people do dumb shit and then I just laugh. I'm that kind of person now. So they'll figure it out. It's the same thing that people told me. You'll figure it out. You're smart. But I don't think people would say you'll figure it out and you're smart to some people. I don't know. That's that. We're looking for free garbage now. We don't want free garbage. Like free long bed frames. See everything. You can get everything for free, man. Had a damn truck or something, you can seriously rack up. You also, anytime you're moving to an area, see this area kind of sucks, but there is a lot of junk here, like a lot. I see tow trucks all over, I see junk hauling removals. It is huge when you start looking at it. Is that a motor at the curb? Yeah, like an engine. An engine at the curb. 26 days ago, I could have got an engine. If you're moving to a place where there's absolutely nothing for sale, you don't want to live there, because if you ever have to get rid of anything, you're never going to be able to sell it. So that's another thing. Always scope that out. I was looking at some dumpy areas now on and off, and you see what's for sale in the area, and there's only like 20 listings or something, or 200 listings, or like a total. You just say, no, you're not going to survive there. There is no, there's nothing. You're going to be paying out the nose for everything brand new, shipped in, and you're going to bankrupt yourself. This area is not that great. Like, it's not like, you know, this area is crazy. Probably a little slower now, but people just give shit away there. Let's just say, fucking just give away everything. Give away everything. Like everything. Computer monitor, flashlight, couches, workbench, bikes, you see? Just everything. You would junk hauler up here, you'd be freaking millionaire. The van. Furniture, antique shit. Have your own antique. I always wanted my own little warehouse and just pack it with furniture and then have a secondhand furniture store. It was basically free shit. Your write-off would just be your miles and gas and your hourly wage. But there's our deal. Look at all free shit. 381 listings of free shit. Okay, that's good. Go to some areas, they have 2 listings. There was some dumpy area around here I was looking at, I don't even know. And they had like nothing. It was bad. So, that's our video. Don't get involved with bullshit. Self-sufficient yourself. You know, I had a decent deal at the shop at the time, then I quit car stuff. After that, I just don't really, it wasn't the same. Well, you know, you do things that you enjoy, and not every place is the same, so it changes your views on things, just being miserable every day at certain places. So I stopped doing the car shit. And I don't know, I say we get a tow truck. That's what I really say. That. Spend some money, get a tow truck. And a piece of land, and a travel trailer on the land, and I think I can afford it all. In the next couple of months, if I keep up. Woohoo! Hopefully. Anyway, don't get involved in bad situations, because it's just going to screw you in time and grow like a cancer and everything else. Yep. Quick math again, like I said, if you have a property and you keep it and rent it versus selling it, in 14 years, if you get $3,500 a month, which you probably could have got for rent up there, you would have made that in 14 years. Okay, 3,500 times 12, then I times 42 by 14. That was 1 year. Yeah. then your tax and everything. Okay. Okay, but still, you're doing like almost nothing. But people sell for less than that, and then in 14 years, the value of the house in some places went up almost that much. Not mine, but some, especially during the crazy times of 2 years ago. And then, that's a no-brainer. Now your investment went up, and plus you made money. So you don't sell anything. Anytime in except condo land, if there's HOE or like some kind of like this place, you can't do it. But if it's a house, there's a general house, a private house that you can even split twice. This house can split twice. Yeah, seriously, rent it. That's my advice. I tell everyone this when they're moving to Florida and shit. Tell them when they're out of the state, I go, just keep your old house, rent it. Don't sell it, rent it. But they don't listen. I collect 5-gallon buckets, and they stick together. And you know why they stick together? They stick together because you're combining buckets of different manufacturers. See, these are all the same. They fit in perfect. The white ones, all the same. Those are Homer buckets. You go to Home Depot, you're going to find that they never stick together. They're fine. Also, this makes it stick together, labels and paint. But if you group your buckets with likes, they will no longer stick together. Some people don't do that. You scatter everything together, and then you have a problem with your bucket sticking. So if you use the same brand bucket, usually on the bottom will show you the brand. They're all a little different diameter, a little different. So if they're same brand, put them together. Different brand, separate them. Like I will not put the orange in these, and make sure they fit good. This is a slightly wider diameter than the whites, and actually it's tighter. It's tighter. If I put the orange in here, it'll stick because these are fatter. These are narrower. This is by a little bit. I guess that's how they manufacture and make things different from one another without getting patents, whatever, or something. It's off by 0.001. But that's the whole trick. It boggled me for years. Grip it with colors and makes, and your buckets will not stick.